In this video, I'm going to show you how to knurl in Tinkercad, even though Tinkercad does not have a built-in knurling tool. The good news is that you can still create a realistic knurled grip by repeating simple shapes and grouping them together. This is a great technique for making handles, knobs, grips, and custom 3D printed parts look more professional and feel better in your hand. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy Tinkercad tips and 3D design tutorials. Alright, let's jump into Tinkercad. The first thing you want to do is place your main cylinder on the work plane. This cylinder is going to be the base object that we add the knurl texture to. You can drag in a cylinder from the Basic Shapes menu and adjust the size to match the part you're designing. If you are making a grip, a taller cylinder usually works best because it gives you more room to build the pattern. Now, because Tinkercad doesn't have a true diamond knurling option, we're going to use a simple pattern method. In this method, we use small half spheres to create a dimpled surface. It is not exactly the same as a machined knurl, but it gives you a very similar grip texture, and it is much easier to build inside Tinkercad. Next, drag a half sphere from the Basic Shapes menu onto the work plane. Resize it so it is very small. Depending on the size of your cylinder, something around 2 mm to 4 mm is a good starting point. If you want a deeper texture, you can make it a little larger. If you want a finer texture, make it smaller. The goal is to create a shape that will cut tiny dimples into the surface of the cylinder. After that, position the half sphere so that about half of it sits inside the cylinder and half of it sticks out. This is important because the shape needs to act like a cutter. You can use the workplane tool on the side of the cylinder to make placing it easier on the curved surface. If needed, zoom in and carefully align the first half sphere where you want the texture to begin. Now comes the trick that makes this process fast. Select the half sphere and press Ctrl+D on Windows or Command+D on Mac to duplicate it. Then rotate the duplicated shape slightly around the center of the cylinder. Once you have made that first adjustment, press Ctrl+D again. Tinkercad will repeat the same move and rotation automatically, so each new copy keeps forming the pattern. Continue doing this until you have a full ring of dimples around the cylinder. Once the first ring is complete, you can create the vertical pattern. Select that whole ring of dimples and press Ctrl+D again. Move the new ring slightly up or down so it is offset from the first one. A small stagger makes the texture feel more natural and helps it resemble a knurled grip instead of just a simple dotted line. Then keep pressing Ctrl+D until the texture covers the full grip area of your cylinder. If you want a cleaner result, take your time with spacing. The more evenly you place the half spheres, the more professional the final knurling will look. You can also test different sizes and distances to see what works best for your project. For larger handles, use bigger dimples. For small knobs or detailed parts, keep the pattern tighter and finer. Once your pattern is complete, select all of the half spheres and change them to whole in the inspector panel. This tells Tinkercad that these shapes will cut into the cylinder instead of adding material to it. Then select both the cylinder and all of the whole shapes together and click Group. Tinkercad will subtract the half spheres from the surface, leaving you with a textured knurled-style grip. And that's it. You've now learned how to knurl in Tinkercad using a simple pattern method that works really well for 3D printing and custom design work. This technique is perfect when you want your parts to look more advanced without needing complex modeling software. If this video helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next easy Tinkercad tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.